I take life for granted a lot. I expect to wake up, I expect things to go my way, and I don't really think about the little things that could affect me. And after this interview with Oscar, I really need to appreciate the little things a little more. I need to slow down my life. This young man has so much confidence for having, some adversity early on in his life. He went blind while living in a different country and had to reconsider, his career paths. And that's really inspiring to hear because he didn't let it really didn't affect him that much. And I kind of wish I had that confidence. So I was really excited to photograph this series and connect with him and how he kind of just kept going through stuff, because the only way to get over something is to go through it.
I just hit go. What's it called? What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good, man. So I'm gonna dive right in. Tell me a couple things you're obsessed with right now.
I'm obsessed with right
Yeah,
now.
what occupies your mind?
I'm pretty interested in Neil Gaiman books.
What is it?
Neil Gaiman, he's
Okay.
an author.
Okay.
He's pretty interesting dude. He started writing comic books, but then he kind of transitioned into regular novel writing. And he seems to be a cool dude.
Okay. Why are you obsessed with it? Why are you gravitate towards his work right now?
He writes a lot about kids,
Kids?
but in a very adult way. He wrote rewrote the Jungle Book,
Oh, okay.
but it takes place in a graveyard.
Oh shit.
It's pretty cool.
What are some of your challenges moving to New York City?
Dude, a lot of things.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, name a couple, man.
It's crowded here.
It's crowded, okay.
I'm not really the type of person who's great in crowded areas and stuff like that.
See you standing up. I just love this look right now. This is such a good. Oh, you can sit on the bench if it's possible.
Oh, stand on the bench?
Yeah, it's cool. I like
You
it.
got it.
The crowdedness.
Yeah. Also, it's super fast paced. It never feels like there's anywhere you can just chill out.
Yeah. How long you been here?
About 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And mostly just for school.
Mostly just for school.
What, you feel like you'll stay when you're done?
I'll stay as long as I have to.
Yeah.
I think as soon as I can afford the loss of opportunity, I'll get out of here.
Yeah.
I
So I
mean,
think
you left New York, right?
Yeah, I lived here for what? I lived here for two and a half years when I was in school, and I feel the same way. I think New York is such a great place to live in your 20s to learn and do that.
For sure.
But it's not for everybody, It's
Nah.
So what would you think some of your hardest hardships so far in your life have been?
Hardships in my life?
Yeah.
Dude, so, a couple tough things. I think the hardest one is when I was 18, I went blind.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I recovered a little bit of my vision, but not 100%. So that's something that I've,
You still dealing with?
yes, for sure. And
So
I think
was it an accident, incident, like what?
so that's hard to explain, man. I was going in for a wisdom tooth surgery,
Okay.
and I came out. My left eye was a little fuzzy, so went to the doctor, and I was like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah.
And he basically said, we don't really know. They ran a bunch of tests, and then determined it was a genetic condition.
Oh wow. Okay.
And some of the meds I was on for my surgery and afterwards, I was unaware that I wasn't supposed to be taking
Did you
it.
sit right here? Yeah.
So they kind of triggered it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been tough. I've had to give up a lot of things because of it.
What do you think the biggest thing you gave up on?
The biggest thing I have to give up on?
Yeah.
Dude, it's just fundamentally changing the way I, operate in the world.
Do you feel like it's been a gift at all, or just
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
What
Yeah,
do you think you gained from that?
That's a good question, man.
Especially, life changing.
For sure, yeah.
I take it for granted.
Dude, I think, so first of all, you learn you take a lot of things for granted, and then just the way that, sorry, I'm letting you get shots.
Yeah.
The way that it's changed me, I don't think I would have been able to get without it, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's something that I would never give back. So, yeah, dude, that's interesting you asked that. Not a lot of people ask me that question,
Yeah.
but it's a good one.
It's so easy to just stay on stuff that hurts us and bothers us.
Dude, 100%.
For example, me personally, like, a few years ago, I got jumped and I had broken ribs, and like everyone was like, oh fuck, and like I just that moment of just like, scaredness. I'm like, I for some reason for the first time saw the positive in it. It made me realize like I'll be better than this. I'll be stronger. I'll be more vigilant. It's this blessing where like life can leave you so fast, and that's something I never really thought of. In my early 30s. Oh shit, like it can just go. So I started doing more stuff. I started traveling more. I started like doing projects like this.
See, there you go, man.
Literally just from like almost dying. So so I'm wondering.
Was that bad?
What?
It was that bad?
It wasn't that bad, but like it could have been worse. God, I'm not diving into the section of like what happened, but like for me, it was like, oh, I should enjoy this stuff more.
For sure.
I have my health, so with your eyes, like what do you like, what's the biggest thing like you take from the whole thing?
What I take from the whole thing? I think I was reading a lot about how to like, I don't lie to you, dude. First 2 years were super rough.
Yeah.
Like it's been a long time now, or several years.
Yeah.
But first 2 years were like super tough. And I read this one thing, great quote. It was, sometimes the only way out is through.
Only way out through. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that. It kind of showed me that just like what really matters.
Yeah.
And that sometimes, like, if you're not given the choice,
you gotta do it. Right?
That's a great opportunity for you to get something out of that you never ever would have gotten any other way. And so, in a strange way, it's kind of your responsibility to do that.
I know you're, I know you're like a very artistic person. You're in school for acting.
For sure,
do you feel like that experience translates to like?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have been doing what I'm doing now if I had no. So at the time, I was going to go for like product design.
Oh shit. Okay.
I actually worked for BMW in the Mini Cooper design house.
Oh wow.
For a little bit. And then I was at a different company. I was living in Germany.
Okay.
Then I was at a different company that was doing like web design.
Okay. Do you mind if I get you up there? That
Sure,
possible?
yeah.
So you're living in Germany.
Yeah, I was living in Germany at the time.
You mind standing up there too? That's possible.
Yeah. Working at these design firms.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I couldn't design anymore. It's hard to design something when you can't see it.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I gotta figure this out. And it led me here.
So what do you feel like you learned from Germany that you were able to translate here?
Learn from Germany. I think moving is so important.
Yeah.
I moved when I started high school, so I was like 14.
Shit, okay.
And even though that again,
that was cool.
yeah, like this.
Yeah.
And even though that was like really rough at the time, I think again that's like one of those things that if it happens to you at that age where a lot of that's out of your control, it's almost your responsibility to make that something to make you a better person.
Yeah.
That's that concept of the only way out is through.
Sure. So then, how long were you in Germany?
About 7. I was in Germany like 5 years because then I went to college in the UK.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
when did I thing happen?
that happened when I graduated high school.
So it seems like you're very young, you've had multiple lives going on, juggling. Do you feel change is something that that's like hard for you, or because you move so much, you're just like, cool, keep up, let's keep going?
Dude, it never gets easier because that's the thing about change, right? It's always different.
Yeah.
Even every time it happens, there's something you haven't experienced before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also kind of the nice thing about it is every time it happens, it's a new thing for you to learn from. So that way, I like.
If you were to talk to younger self you or older self you, like what would be like the, statement?
The statement?
Yeah, tell yourself.
That's a good question. Older self me, I don't know, because I feel like me in the future will probably have more to say to me
You hope
now.
it's easier?
I don't know that it's necessarily easier. I hope I've done more. Younger me, just be patient.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think I rush things too much. And think. Ask yourself questions, Why? Why is it important? Like, why are you doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
Not in the sense of literally like, you know, why are you here or something like that, but more fundamentally, like, what is it that drew you to this?
Yeah.
Why are you feeling the way you do about this? I think if you ask yourself those questions enough, you find something a lot more important than just the hardship and the lesson you learn from it. I think why is a question I wish I asked myself more, and more people should ask themselves that.